We get lots of comments about hips. So I'm going to spend just a few minutes with you today to give you some hints on how to open them up. Very slow, very deliberately. Nothing's exaggerated or forced. So we're going to go ahead and start with the legs out. If you got a Coregeous ball, we'll be using one of those eventually here. And so start with a wag of the tail. Allow the feet to plantar and dorsiflex as you're wagging the tail. You're sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are back. You're aligned from the hips to the shoulders to the ears. And balance it out. Toes are upright and rotate in and out. Feel free to adjust the width of your legs and very slowly, very deliberately rotate all the way up into the hip from side to side. Nothing is forced. Very slow, very deliberate. And you can pulse. A lot of times we find that when we pulse, it's a very gentle form of resistance, and that does allow that range of motion to slowly, slowly come back. Because you're never forcing, you're just going to a spot, giving a little push and coming right back off. And to the other side, to the inside. Again, feel free to gently pulse. And release. And again, go ahead and wag your tail. For me, wagging your tail is kind of like, cleaning off your Etch-a-Sketches. Kind of like giving you a fresh start. Take a full, deep breath. Go ahead and grab your Coregeous ball. And we're going to come right here at the hip. See, you're going to have that bone right there. And you're going to go right into it and barely lean into it. Okay, so you're just turning over just a tad. Allow this leg to come forward. It's going to help to hold you in place. And roll side to side. I'm going to move this so you can see it a little bit better. So you're just rolling from side to side. You can come up onto your hip and actually come out laterally. And while you're there, take that leg through various ranges of motion. Take it up and back. Adjust. Maybe you're coming a little further back into the glutes. Maybe you're going to concentrate right on the side. Feel free to go up and down. And take that leg in all sorts of motions. And maybe the opposite direction. And bring it back. Go ahead and gently come forward. Angle on to the front of that hip. And roll side to side, up and down. You can be on your toes. You can bend the front knee. Give yourself a little bit more support. You can go in circles. You can go forward and back. And so you can roll it so that now you're on the back. Go ahead and roll across. And gently come across. I have my battery pack back there, so just going to roll to the other side. Again, roll across it. Adjust your knees so that you have the support to roll the ball all through that entire circle around the hips. From one side of the sacrum to the other, side to side, and slowly making your way onto the other side. And so just for the sake of the camera, I'm going to turn around. If you could just have continued to go around that circle. And so the ball is again laterally and up and down. You can listen to your body as you're doing this when you're working with any of these therapy balls. And I think they're one of the greatest finds for our practice. It's so wonderful, and they get into tissue and are such user-friendly tools. And so we're going up and down. So this front leg is supporting, the other leg can go in the back. And feel free, again, to send that leg out. You can come the opposite direction. And bring yourself on to the front of that hip. And feel free, side to side, up and down. This knee can come out in support as you gently rotate from side to side. And then don't hesitate to go from side to side across the abs, from one hip to the other. And this is also great because it gives you some practice kind of in a plank position, so a lot of the muscles are able to become engaged. So take a nice full deep breath. Settle everything down. Forehead to the back of your hands. Release all the muscles. Just let everything sink into the Coregeous ball. Breathing in and out of your nose, down into your belly. And then feel free to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, lift up, coming up into Cobra. Lean back. Activate the hips, the knees. Send it back into Child's. Stretch it out. And come back up. Roll out the shoulders. Take a full deep breath. And hopefully your hips are feeling a whole lot better. So, till we meet again, move well, stay healthy, be happy, and live your life with passion. Thanks so much. Have a great one. Bye-bye.